Look down to the left side right now, all that smoke is coming out of Kirby Chambliss' airplane. Here's a takeoff you won't see real often. Right. Kirby Chambliss, who is not only an outstanding aerobatic pilot, but is also an air racer. And I'll be getting to see him in a couple of weeks at the National Championship Air Races in Reno, Nevada. I've had the honor of announcing that since 1998. And this guy, I mean, look at him fly the airplane, really and truly, come on. Okay, now he's just getting out of the way because he would be in the way if he had the skydivers coming down, and we got to wait for that. And I'm just waiting right now to see where, let me see here. Now here's Chuck Aaron. Now here's a nice looking helicopter, right? This thing is so modified, I can't begin to tell you. And you say, well, why would you have to modify a helicopter? It already does everything you'd want a helicopter to do. Wait until you see Chuck Aaron fly it. This is nice and calm. This is what you do for sightseeing. Kirby, you saw him take off out there a little bit ago. And he's not only one of the world's best aerobatic airplane pilots, but of course a world-class race pilot as well. You watch as Kirby's going to head for the jumpers. He often greets them with a maneuver called the Cobra. But he gets so close to the skydivers, he's renamed it the Snake Bite. And we'll learn more about Kirby later. Oh, mercy, look at that. And watch the greeting he's going to give up there. Four jumpers. Skydivers, all members of the Red Bull Air Force, an elite team with gold medals in virtually every skydiving discipline and many world records. Skydivers at this level are the fastest non-motorized flying machines in the world, but they can fly with the same or more precision than any aircraft. This team of wild men have kayaked out of airplanes, jumped off a 30-story casino wearing skis, and developed a form of flying that allows a skydiver to reach speeds of nearly 340 miles an hour. They have even been mistaken for UFOs. Luke Akins excels in competition and has established 3 world records. He's involved in developing equipment and technique. May someday enable free fall and ultra high altitude. Raised in the 49th state in Alaska, John DeVore is the manager of the Red Bull Air Force. He won multiple national and world free-flying championships. He's been part of 6 world records. Once survived a 100-mile-an-hour crash into a mountain when a movie stunt went wrong. He's also done stunts for Transformers 3. Jeff Provenzano is one of the pioneers of high-speed skydiving discipline called swooping. Jeffro has won numerous U.S. and international titles and contributed to 5 world records. Lately, he's been skydiving in Dubai, where he coaches the Crown Prince. Jeff is also oil. Jeff is also skydiving techniques, the United States military unit. You've probably seen his aerial stunts on TV. He's even been in a Bollywood movie. Mike Swanson's 4 national titles and 3 world championships, 5 world records, and other triumphs put him in an elite group. He's accomplished more than 18,000 free-fall jumps, over 1,000 wingsuit jumps, in an excess of 700 base jumps. Mike performs stunts for movies like Transformers 3 and coaches skydivers. He lives in California. Look at it. Holy mackerel. Watch it, they're coming in pretty fast. These are small canopies. If they land, they're 90 square foot canopies. Look at that landing. Look at that. And there you go, with all 4 of them safely on the ground. Now this is what Kirby Chambliss looks like as he comes over. He's just going to make a quick teaser. But Kirby is sure having fun out there, pilot at the top of his game. Kirby's won the U.S. National Aerobatic Championship 5 times, more than any living pilot. He's also the former men's freestyle world champion, and he's only one of 2 American pilots ever to win the Red Bull Air Race Championship. And he loves to put on a show. So he's just showing you how he flies his Zipco Edge. You know, we have him at Reno, and I don't care if he's doing this or he's racing. He's just fun to watch. Okay, start the helicopter for me. You look off to the right. right side, and here comes the Red Bull helicopter. This is Chuck Aaron, and I want you to watch him. We watched him fly away so nicely and gently, and everything was fine. And Colin, what is he doing? Holy mackerel! You have never seen a helicopter do a slow roll before. Okay, get it up, okay, and right there, and you push the, get on the anti-torque and kick it around to the right, stop it there, hold it there, and he's not going to do that, he's actually going to fall off onto his back. Oh, mercy. Chuck Aaron is an aviation legend, the first and only civilian pilot ever to be licensed to perform helicopter aerobatics in the United States. So you're seeing a lot of one-of-a-kinds out here today. Chuck is also the first helicopter pilot to earn the prestigious Art Scholl Showmanship Award, and he's a member of the Society of Experimental Test Pilots. No kidding. Chuck has logged more than 18,000 hours in the air and flown more than 35 different types of aircraft. Another roll for you. Upside down, you aren't going to see that anywhere except where the Red Bull folks are performing. Every time he performs aerobatics, Chuck experiences a range of 1G negative to 3.1 G positive. Each G is equivalent to his body weight, and the mental challenge is even more intense. So he's even a surfer. He got blonde hair and a big blonde, bushy mustache. Folks call him Malibu. His hero, his father, who was an Air Force pilot for 30 years and retired as a full colonel. He grew up at Langley Air Force Base. His playmates were children of America's first astronauts. Chuck Aaron flying the Red Bull helicopter. Some of the maneuvers that Chuck has mastered include the roll, the split S, half cube and 8, and the backflip. You saw that a little bit ago. His name is for the Chuck Chambliss. What? Which involves multiple tumbling backflips that had never been done before in a chopper. Don't you just wince every time he does that? If you're a helicopter pilot, you're going, oh my God. Red Bull helicopter is one of a kind, the first and only rotor aircraft approved to perform aerobatics in the United States. It's classified as experimental. No normal helicopter can do these aerobatics. Chuck gave wings to an exceptional idea when he figured out how to make the Red Bull helicopter perform. Every time this helicopter rolls, it loses about 10 to 15 knots of airspeed, and there's no propeller or jet engine to sustain momentum. So to avoid disaster, the helicopter has to generate an incredible amount of power before every maneuver. The helicopter has two 425 horsepower Allison Rolls-Royce turboshaft engines. The rotors turn at 430 revolutions a minute. Chuck and the Red Bull team devoted 2 years to making the helicopter top secret modification. Absolutely amazing watching him fly that. This is a BO-105 light utility helicopter manufactured by the Messerschmitt Drum Factory. And what a beast. Okay, turn on the smoke, back it up. There you go, and the pedals again. He stops it right there, and look at him. This is where he tips it over onto its back. Oh my goodness.
Our pleasure.
If you know him, if you know Chuck Aaron by sight, with his long blonde hair and his bushy mustache, I can just see him laughing while he's flying as these maneuvers.
How's it going? Going on, pretty good show, huh?
This is how you stop it. You're right out in front, haul back on the cyclic and turn to the left.
Thank you. Yeah.
He's going to stop it out in front of us here.
That's nice. Yeah, pretty fun, huh? Nice, our pleasure.
When he's facing us, if he stops the aircraft in front of us,
Right on, That's what we like to hear.
See if he gives us a great big bow. And if he does that, I want you to wave to him. He usually makes you turn on the light or something. Here, go ahead and give him a great big wave. Go ahead and give him a wave. Everybody wave. There you go. And there's a bow for you right there. Well, it's time for the Red Bull helicopter to say so long. Chuck's signature bow, so everybody give a wave as he taxis back to their staging area. To find out more about Chuck, go to www.chuckaaron.com or follow him on Twitter right now, @ChuckAaron. That's Aaron spelled with 2 A's. Well, Kirby Chambliss is back, folks. We told you Kirby's one of the best aerobatic pilots in the world. Now you're going to get a rare opportunity to see yourself. It's Kirby. Has run virtually every aviation license possible, flown more than 70 types of aircraft, and logged over 26,000 hours in the air. That's 3 years. Kirby's gyroscopic maneuver subject him to forces spanning a radical 18 G's. And remember, each G is equivalent to his body weight. This year, he's been developing a dramatic slow maneuver that requires incredible control in the cockpit. He gets right down and likes to trim the grass, doesn't he? Kirby's another aviation team member who grew up in a flying family. Today, he's a neighbor of mine in Arizona where his runway is right outside his door. Instead of an attached garage, his house has it. Before he became a professional aerobatic pilot, Kirby flew for commercial airlines. He's the youngest pilot at Southwest and became their youngest captain. He can do maneuvers that very few pilots ever achieve, but what really sets him apart is how clean and finished his tricks are. Because it feels as though the wings are extensions of his arms, and he's just painting pictures in the air. This is a custom modified Zipco Edge 540, one seat under class aircraft designed for aerobatics, but Kirby likens it to very lightweight, high horsepower, top speed about 230 miles an hour with the Lycoming 540 cubic inch engine and a steel tube fuselage. He's just having a fun time pushing that nose down, and look at him, look, he's pulling it up, he's letting it sit all the way up over the top, floats weightless for just a moment, tucks it under, floats inverted as he's hanging right there, and he actually powers it out. Kirby winds it up to the right, unwinds it to the left, and the Red Bull Air Force has performed for you today. We've got the jumpers, we've had Chuck Aaron in the helicopter, and now Kirby Chambliss in the Zipco Edge. And all of them giving you wings. Look at that. Despite the stresses that Kirby's plane endures, it's designed to be disassembled in just very few minutes. And the wings can come off to ship the plane to the front end of a Boeing 747. You can keep up with Kirby at Team Chambliss, CHAMBLISS, TeamChambliss.com, or right now on Twitter at Kirby Chambliss. And that's going to be it for the Red Bull Aviation team. We're enjoying watching Kirby Chambliss as he pulls the airplane up and hangs it on the propeller for one last pass down the runway. We hope you enjoyed this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The Red Bull pilots and skydivers appreciate the chance to share their talents with you, and they hope your own ideas and adventures take flight, make wings. All right. Boy, we're getting down through it here, gang. Now, as Kirby Chambliss is always going down the runway again. Wait a minute. What do we have rolling out onto the runway? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fastest act, excluding the blues. This is the fastest act we have on the ground that won't ever leave the ground. This, if you look to the left, is Bill Brack in the Smoke and Thunder jet car. This is one of the shortest acts you're ever going to want to see. So please be standing up and watching as Bill Brack brings the jet car, the Smoke and Thunder jet car out. This has got a Westinghouse J34 jet engine with an afterburner, developing 12,000 horsepower, 6,500 pounds of thrust on a 4130 chromalloy construction 240-inch wheelbase chassis with 15-inch diameter wheels, 4.5, 5 inches wide in the front, 10 inches wide in the back. Aluminum and magnesium. It weighs only 2,300 pounds dry, 26 feet long. It has a 44-gallon fuel cell. He will use 35 gallons of fuel in each performance. Now, see where he is. All right, he's giving you the little burner show right now as he dumps raw fuel into the burner and lights it off and lets you see. I call that the Zippo, as he likes to do that. This is got two 14-foot ring slot parachutes to bring the jet car to a stop if he needs to. His crewman is Jeff Edwards. Jeff is down on the ground. Out to the left, you see the white car on the runway, and that is his crew chief. Now, let me tell you how they're going to do this. As Bill Brack is bringing Smoke and Thunder to life as the 10,000 horsepower car, he's going to turn around down there, and we're going to race Kirby Chambliss. Okay, here's my favorite part of the day. How many people think Kirby Chambliss with the Zipco Edge is going to win? Show of hands, let's see. Okay, show of hands over here. How many people think the jet car is going to win? Show of hands. Oh, I think you guys got it nailed. Let's watch out on the left side as the car comes into power. Kirby Chambliss making a couple of turns, S-turns out there. And now he's already doing 160 miles an hour. Rolls upside down, lights the burner, and here goes Bill Brack. And he goes down to 25, 50, going through 45, 100, going through 150, going through 175, 200. Parachute at 320 miles an hour. I'm not saying it was the shortest act you're going to see today. How did you enjoy that? Did you like that? Hey, you want to see it again? Yeah! Okay, we're going to do it again tomorrow. Same time, same station. Same that time, same that channel. Well, here's the one thing. See, Kirby Chambliss can fly the airplane back and land taxi back. No, we have to go down and tow the jet car back. Bill Brack is down at the end. He's cleared the runway, and we're going to be towing him back. Jeff Edwards, his crew chief, is driving down there right now to do that very thing. And when he does taxi back, when he's towed back, I want you to, everybody, to give him a big wave, all right? Because he has certainly earned it today. Certainly has earned it today. Just a very few minutes, we're going to be introducing Natalie Stovall. She is performing at the Booz Allen Hamilton stage, which is off to my left, about 100 yards away, and you will certainly hear her. She'll be performing until 5 minutes before the hour. While she's performing, we're going to be doing, they're going to be doing, well, I would say a FOD walk down, but they're going to do a FOD brush on the runway. Make sure there's nothing out there that might interfere with the Blue Angels 12 engines they got in those.